The why question of why Dinosaur Park here is an important question. It's one we get almost every day at the visitor center. Mount Rushmore was about halfway completed when the Rapid City Chamber came up with the idea of dinosaurs being a part of the park. The Chamber of Commerce was seeing a lot of new travel to the Black Hills because of Mount Rushmore. And the idea of spinning off on some of that travel made sense.
Initially, it was during the 30s with Depression and all that, and the government had the Make Work project with the WPA, granted a lot all over the country. They're trying to find work to pay people who needed work, and this project with WPA was the initiator of that project. And then they just basically initiated a talk with Emmet Sullivan, who is kind of he liked himself a lot. He knew he could do it no matter what. He was given $25,000 and had 15 months to get it done. So all that was done in 15 months, believe it or not. And it was open before Mount Rushmore was done.
That construction took place between 1936 and 1938 when Emmet Sullivan finally, after a little bit of a dispute with the WPA, put the teeth in the T-Rex. Now the construction is very interesting in that 2-inch iron pipe is set in each one of the dinosaurs, and that pipe serves as a foundation into the concrete, but also the structure of the dinosaurs.
Framing work that he did with the dinosaurs, trawling on the concrete, that was his idea. It wasn't done before at all. He's the one that thought it up and did it. And obviously it worked very well, and after all this time, it's still there.
The enhancements to Dinosaur Park are going to be fantastic for the traveler, the visitor to the park. Primarily having a trail that is ADA compliant, that is paved, coming up the hill, will be of great benefit to young families. Having areas on the trail where a person can stop, rest, sit on a bench, or go to a picnic area will be also wonderful. Once you get up here, the view is fantastic. It gives you an opportunity for a 360 view of the area. And to the east, on a clear day, you can pick out some of the Badlands. To the west, you see a panoramic view of the Black Hills.
I remember going there as a kid a lot, because my folks, we lived in Faith and Dupree at the time, and every summer we'd come to Black Hills, and Dinosaur Park was always one of the things we went to. We crawled over them just like every other kid does today. That was 60, 70 years ago.
You know, I've got some very, very fond memories of Dinosaur Park as a child. I have memories of my grandparents bringing me up to the park, and it was always a treat, because I can remember getting out of the car and thinking, how fast can I get to the top of that hill? And I can look across to the east here, and I can see where they lived. There's something about Dinosaur Park with a generational return. We see it every day.
You know, that park has been putting a smile on kids' faces for many, many, many years. And just this last summer, my son and his children came up from Virginia, and I took them up to Dinosaur Park, and they loved it. So I think that's pretty impressive of how one little park in a small little town in South Dakota can be so important to people's lives who live all around the United States. To me, it's you know, they've been there for 84 years plus and kind of have a good view of Rapid City, and people love them, and hopefully they'll stay there for quite a while.